Wouldn't it be great if you could just print money like the Fed? I mean, let's face it, a dollar isn't worth what it used to be. While inflation has soared in the recent years, American workers' wages have stagnated. In fact, $31,200, or the annual wage of a full-time worker at $15 an hour in 1981 dollars, is equal to $103,000 today. So it's fair to say that just working a good job and trying to save money simply isn't enough anymore. Even two-income households are struggling to save anything, since our money just loses value with each passing day. So how is it that despite all this, the rich have managed to increase their fortunes by trillions in the past few years? Simply, they literally print infinite money. And no, I'm not saying billionaires are running an enormous counterfeiting operation out the back of their massive warehouses. They just know the secret way to legally print money, and I want to share that secret with you, no strings attached. When we talk about printing your own money, what we're saying is you can get an infinite return on investment, or ROI, which might sound insane, but only if you haven't got the right financial education. This is where the rich get separated from the poor. The definition Robert Kiyosaki uses for an infinite return is money for nothing. More specifically, an infinite return is when you get all your money back from an investment in a cash-flowing asset. You still own that asset, and you still profit from the monthly cash flow, essentially making money for free. To help illustrate how this money printing strategy works, let's take a look at the cash flow quadrant. The cash flow quadrant is divided into 4 types of people. On the left are employees and the self-employed. On the right are business owners and investors. No matter how hard you try, if you're in the left side of the quadrant, you'll never be able to print your own money and get an infinite ROI. You can only build a money printing machine if you eat, sleep, and breathe on the right side of the quadrant. The reason for this is simple. Employees and the self-employed don't own the machine. They work for or contract out their work to the machine. No matter what, they will always be selling their time and labor, which are finite resources. Nobody's ever become a billionaire by selling their labor, because it's simply physically impossible. Only those on the right side, business owners and investors, can ever truly own the money printing machine, because their time is not being sold at an hourly rate. This is where you'll find every ultra-rich person on the planet, each one with their own legal money printing machine. Now here's where so many people will say, oh sure, they can print their own money. They were already rich enough to start a business or invest to begin with. I'm broke. How is this supposed to help me? But there is still one more secret the rich are well aware of to achieve a truly infinite ROI that can allow anyone to legally print their money without needing a cent to start. We call it other people's money, or OPM for short. Finding investors and business partners to invest their money into your business or investment. Using OPM, you could start a business, and once it's generating revenue, use that revenue to pay back your investors. Then, it's still yours, but none of your money ever went into it. Now you still get to enjoy the monthly cash flow the business generates. This is the key point that can allow literally anyone to legally print their own money and earn an infinite ROI OPM. Here's an example of how OPM works. These are John and Samantha. Both are investing in real estate properties that require initial investments of $100,000. John is going to use his own money, while Samantha won't spend a cent out of pocket, instead using other people's money. Both John and Samantha take out an $80,000 loan at 5% interest to cover most of their investments. Running through a simple mortgage calculator, the annual cost of a loan would be about $8,500. John pays the remaining $20,000 with cash from his own pocket. Samantha raises $20,000 of OPM from investors at an interest rate of 7%, and in exchange for finding this investment, she'll get paid 50% of net operating income, or NOI. Running this through our calculator again, Samantha's interest on the OPM is $1,500 annually, making her total annual expenses $10,000. After a year, John and Samantha's properties are each earning an income of $11,000 a year. After expenses are paid, John's total net income is $2,500. Since he put down $20,000 of his own money, his ROI is 12.5%. Samantha, however, started without a cent of her own money invested. She just found the investment. After her $10,000 expenses, Her NOI is $1,000, of which she gets to keep 50%, earning her $500. Sure, Samantha might seem like she made less than John at first, but considering that her initial out-of-pocket investment was $0, she's making an infinite ROI, which is infinitely higher than John's measly 12.5%. As you can see, OPM is a powerful money-printing machine when used correctly. So, there you have it. Exactly how anyone with the right financial education can print their own money. This education can be used to build wealth in ways that make more sense than living life on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, selling your limited time for less and less money that loses purchasing power with every passing day. Be sure to subscribe to keep increasing your financial IQ and learn more about how to start printing your own money the legal way by visiting richdad.com.